Venice, a city of merchants, whispers, and secrets. The air is thick with the scent of spices and the sound of haggling voices. Every corner holds a story, every shadow a secret. Canals crisscross its heart, reflecting the bustling trade that makes it rich. These waterways are the lifeblood of Venice, carrying goods and dreams alike. The gondolas glide silently like whispers on the water. Here, fortunes are made and lost on a whim. Deals are struck with a handshake and broken with a whisper. The marketplace is a theatre of ambition where every player has a role. Across the water lies Belmont, a peaceful estate. A world away from the hustle and bustle, it is a haven of tranquility. The estate stands proud, a testament to a different kind of wealth. It stands in stark contrast to Venice, a sanctuary of love and laughter. The gardens are lush and vibrant, filled with the sound of birdsong and the laughter of lovers. Here, time seems to stand still. It's a place where hearts entwine, far from the city's cutthroat deals. In Belmont, love is the currency and happiness the reward. The air is filled with the scent of blooming flowers and the promise of forever. Our story unfolds between these two worlds, one of relentless ambition and the other of serene love. The contrast is stark, yet they are bound by the threads of fate. One driven by ambition, the other by love. In Venice, every handshake is a pact, every deal a gamble. In Belmont, every touch is a promise, every glance a vow. They collide in a whirlwind of friendship, revenge, and unlikely alliances. The streets of Venice are a stage for drama, where friendships are tested and alliances forged in the heat of conflict. At the center of it all, Antonio, the merchant with a heart of gold, and Shylock, the moneylender with a score to settle. Their fates are intertwined, their destinies set on a collision course. Antonio, generous and kind, and Shylock, driven by a desire for justice, represent the two sides of Venice itself. Antonio's dearest friend, Bassanio, needs money. He needs to court Portia, a wealthy heiress from Belmont. Antonio, though wealthy, has all his money tied up in trade ships at sea. He turns to Shylock for a loan.
They spit on me, call me names, and treat me like dirt. Now I see an opportunity for revenge.
Shylock, a Jewish moneylender, has faced years of prejudice from Antonio and other Christians. He agrees to the loan, but on a horrifying condition. If Antonio fails to repay on time, Shylock can take a pound of his flesh. Meanwhile, in Belmont, Portia is bound by her father's will. Her father, a wise and wealthy man, devised a unique test to ensure that only a suitor of true character and worth would win her hand in marriage. She cannot choose her own husband, a situation that fills her with both frustration and hope. She trusts her father's wisdom, but longs for the freedom to follow her own heart. Instead, suitors must choose from 3 caskets: gold, silver, and lead. Each casket bears an inscription, a clue to its contents and the values it represents. Only the one choosing the right casket, the one containing Portia's portrait, can marry her. This test is designed to reveal the true nature of each suitor, separating those who seek wealth and beauty from those who value inner worth.
My fate lies in the choice of these caskets. Each one represents a different path, a different set of values. It's a test of true worth. The gold casket promises wealth. The silver casket promises what many desire, but the lead casket, though humble, promises true worth.
Bassanio arrives in Belmont, his heart set on winning Portia. He is determined not just because of her beauty and wealth, but because he genuinely admires her intelligence, kindness, and strength. He is a good man, drawn to Portia for her character, not her wealth. He understands the gravity of the test and the importance of choosing wisely.
I choose the lead casket for it symbolizes true worth over superficial sparkle. It is not the most attractive, but it holds the promise of something deeper and more meaningful.
He passes the test, choosing the lead casket. His choice reflects his understanding that true worth lies not in outward appearances, but in the values and character within. That symbolizes true worth over superficial sparkle. In choosing the lead casket, Bassanio proves himself worthy of Portia, not just in the eyes of her father, but in the eyes of Portia herself. Back in Venice, Antonio's ships are lost at sea. The once bustling harbour now stands as a symbol of his misfortune, with empty docks and silent waters. He is unable to repay Shylock, the moneylender who had lent him a significant sum. Antonio's face is etched with worry, knowing the grave consequences that await him. The trial begins. and the courtroom buzzes with tension. The air is thick with anticipation as the citizens of Venice gather to witness the unfolding drama.
I demand my pound of flesh. This is my right and I will not be denied.
Shylock, fueled by years of mistreatment and prejudice, demands his pound of flesh. His eyes burn with a mix of anger and determination, seeking justice in his own way. The Duke, presiding over the trial, is horrified but bound by the law. He knows the bond is legal and struggles with the moral implications of enforcing such a cruel agreement. Enter Portia, disguised as a male lawyer. She steps into the courtroom with confidence, her disguise concealing her true identity.
The bond is legal, but Shylock, you can take a pound of flesh but not spill a single drop of blood. This condition changes everything.
She has studied law in secret and arrives to defend Antonio. Her knowledge and wit are her weapons in this battle of justice. She acknowledges the bond's legality but points out a crucial detail. Shylock can take a pound of flesh, but he cannot spill a single drop of blood. This revelation sends a shockwave through the courtroom as everyone realizes the impossibility of Shylock's demand. Shylock's face contorts with frustration and realization. He understands that his quest for revenge has been thwarted by Portia's clever interpretation of the law. Antonio, on the other hand, breathes a sigh of relief. The weight of impending doom lifts from his shoulders as he sees a glimmer of hope. The audience in the courtroom reacts with a mix of astonishment and admiration for Portia's brilliance. Whispers and murmurs fill the room as the tension begins to dissipate. Portia stands confidently, her disguise still intact, knowing she has turned the tide in Antonio's favor. Her quick thinking and deep understanding of the law have saved the day. Shylock, defeated and humiliated, leaves the courtroom. His plan for vengeance has crumbled, and he must now face the consequences of his actions. Antonio and Portia exchange grateful looks, their bond strengthened by this ordeal. The courtroom, once filled with tension, now feels lighter as justice prevails. As the sun sets over Venice, the harbor begins to fill with returning ships. Antonio's fortunes may yet change, and the city breathes a collective sigh of relief. Venice, with its canals and cobblestone streets, returns to a state of peace and serenity. The trial has ended, but the lessons learned will echo through its history. Section 5. The Price of Prejudice. Shylock's Anguish.
Trapped by my own cruel bargain, I am defeated. They offer me thrice the loan amount, but I remain fixated on revenge.
Portia's brilliance exposes the barbarity of Shylock's demand, turning the court against him. He is charged with attempted murder, stripped of his wealth and forced to convert to Christianity.
I leave the court a broken man. I have lost everything. My daughter, my faith, my dignity. Is this justice, or is it simply a different form of cruelty?
Section 6. Mercy's Triumph, a Glimmer of Hope.
My life is spared.
The court shows Antonio mercy, something he never offered Shylock.
Overwhelmed with gratitude towards my friend's savior, I offer Portia's ring as a reward.
Still in disguise, I playfully extract a promise from him never to part with it.
The trial concludes with a mix of relief and unease. Justice has been served, but at what cost? The shadow of Shylock's fate hangs heavy, a stark reminder of the cycle of hatred and revenge. Section 7. The Aftermath. Justice or just a show? As the dust settles, questions linger. Was justice truly served? Or was it merely a performance, a way for the Christians to assert their dominance? Shylock was punished, but the root causes of prejudice remain unaddressed. The play doesn't offer easy answers. It forces us to confront the complexities of justice and mercy, prejudice and forgiveness. It challenges us to examine our own biases and to consider the human cost of our actions. Section 8. Love's Redemption, Finding Happiness in Belmont. Back in Belmont, love takes center stage. Bassanio and Portia, their bond strengthened by the trial's ordeal, embrace their happiness.
Our love, Bassanio, has endured so much. Let's cherish this moment of peace.
Indeed, Portia. Our journey has taught us the true value of forgiveness and understanding.
Their love story offers a glimmer of hope, a testament to the power of forgiveness and understanding. Yet even in their joy, the memory of Venice lingers. It serves as a reminder that true happiness cannot exist while others suffer. Section 9. Shylock's Fate, a Broken Man. What becomes of Shylock? Stripped of his wealth, his faith and his dignity, he is a shell of his former self.
I have lost everything, my wealth, my faith, my very identity.
He is forced to convert to Christianity, a final blow that highlights the hypocrisy of the merciful Christians. His fate is a tragedy, a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of prejudice and revenge. It leaves the audience grappling with uncomfortable questions about justice, mercy, and the true meaning of humanity. Session 10, Timeless Lessons, reflecting on the Merchant of Venice. Centuries after its creation, the Merchant of Venice continues to resonate. It holds up a mirror to society, forcing us to confront uncomfortable truths about ourselves. It challenges our notions of right and wrong, urging us to look beyond simple answers. The play is a testament to the enduring power of storytelling. It reminds us that even in darkness, there is always hope for understanding, forgiveness, and maybe even redemption.